Growing up, some of my biggest influences were my teachers. Without their support and without their push, I'm not sure I would have been brave enough to leave my little tiny town when I was just 18 years old. I had a dream, and it was that support and guidance that gave me the confidence to just go for it. A lot of people know me from NBC's The Voice, but before that I had done a lot of theater, I was in a rock band. My career has taken many different shapes over the years, but one thing remained the same. I've always wanted to be that same inspiration like my teachers were to me. I wanted to make a difference with my music. I wanted to inspire people, I wanted to encourage people, and I wanted to support people.
2, 3.
Last year, I was fortunate enough to speak to over 50,000 students and give over 300 presentations to kids that were just like I once was. And I wanted to encourage them to chase their dreams, be the best that they can be. I want them to be fearless.
What would you do if you weren't afraid? What crazy chances would you take? It's all right here in front of you, all right here in front of you. There's no love without heartbreak. Holding out for someday, but someday's always late. Counting on that one day, but you don't have to wait. If you live fearless. If you love fearless. Life on overdrive. Take your chance and fly tonight. We're fearless. What if you lived your life out loud? Not in the silence of your doubt. I know their words can cut so deep, but who the hell cares what they think? What if you let yourself be proud? If you live fearless. If you love fearless. Life on overdrive. Take your chance and fly tonight. We're fearless. And just let it go tonight. Nothing to lose. We're flying high tonight, me and you. No limits, no regrets, no tomorrow. Tonight we're fearless. What would you do if you weren't afraid? What crazy chances would you take? If you live fearless. If you love fearless. Yeah. Life on overdrive. Take your chance and fly tonight. We're night we're fearless. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Thank you. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Think about that. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Ironically, most of us answer that question with the things that we want the most. We answer that question with the things that would bring us the most joy in our lives. Isn't that true? When I moved here to the Twin Cities at the fragile age of 18, I actually built a pretty solid career for myself in the music industry. And one day, I woke up and I had no voice, zero voice. And I was diagnosed with a cyst on my left vocal cord, and emergency surgery forced me into early retirement. And it was really scary. And so I had to readjust my sights, and I became a nanny for a family of 5 children in Edina, Minnesota. Meet Emma. She is the youngest of the kids that I nannied, and I'll never forget it. It was May of 2013 when, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my phone rang, and it was the producers of NBC's The Voice. And they had seen a video of me on YouTube singing, and they wanted me to audition for their show. And my first thought was, no way. Absolutely not. That time has passed in my life, and I was frozen in fear with the very thing that I had focused my entire life on just a couple of years before that. Isn't it crazy how things change like that? So when Emma came home from school, I told her what had happened, and we were huge fans of the show. And she looked up at me with her big brown eyes, and she could see the fear in my face, and she said, "But why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you, right?" In that very moment, little Emma put everything into perspective for me. And I knew that fear was an unacceptable answer. And actually, there was only one choice, and I had to be fearless. And choosing to be fearless that day changed my approach, changed my outlook, and completely changed my entire life. Mr. Adam Levine, sexiest man alive, ladies. Adam was my coach on The Voice, and I learned so much from him, and he was an awesome dude. But one of the most important things he ever said to me was, you know what, Kat, sometimes everything you ever want is on the other side of fear. Sometimes everything you ever want is on the other side of fear, and you need to be pushed over that line a little bit, and sometimes that takes a little help. And you have to do it. So today I want to define fearless, and I want to help you define fearless the way that I do. And it might just change your outlook, your approach, and who knows, maybe your entire life. So number 1, be brave. You are never too old to try something new. I am living proof of that. And sometimes that feeling in your stomach that you think is fear is actually excitement. And you kind of have to learn to tell the difference between that. And you have to learn to go towards things instead of away from them. Think of little Emma and her little brown eyes saying, "Why wouldn't you?" Be brave. Number 2, dream it, do it. I love this one because my dad, when I was little, used to tell me all the time, listen, if you can dream it, you can absolutely do it. And it has never been more true than the last couple of years of my life. It became my motto as a little girl. I still live by it to this day. And I'm so serious about it that tattoo number 35 on my body is Dream It, Do It. And my sister and my mother and my father actually all got the same tattoo. And my mother, who's the middle one in that picture, it was her first tattoo at 60 years old, by the way. You talk about fearless. Dream it, do it. Don't be afraid to follow your dreams, and listen to your gut and not fear. And the third most important point, and this is the one that I push really, really hard when I talk to students, and I talk to them more about this in social media and also in real life too, but number 3, the most important, be kind. Be kind every single day to your teachers, your principals. Do it online, do it on Twitter, do it on Facebook, do it on Snapchat. Be kind. You never know when you might just be that encouragement to change somebody's life or put them in that right direction, that the awesome path that they need to be on, right? You get one shot at this. And I promise you, nobody will ever go to their grave and say, oh my gosh, I think I was too kind, right? Be kind. So be brave. Dream it, do it. Be kind. Those things for me define fearless. And I hope that they can help you define fearless. And I want to thank you guys so much for letting me come and tell my story today. And what you guys have done for me, people just like you, is irreplaceable in my life. You made huge impacts on my life. And what you do for students to this day is completely just awesome. And I want you guys to know that. And thank you for what you do. And I want you to ask yourself every single day, what would you do if you weren't afraid? And I hope that you choose to be fearless. Thank you so much.